What's happening, YouTubers? It's your boy CB, and we are back for my favorite segment on the channel. Huddle watch alongs with recruits, and anyone that knows me knows this smile is because we got a receiver on. You know, if I'm smiling like this, we got a playmaker coming on here. For those of you that like game-changing offensive weapons, I'm not just gonna put him in a box and say receiver. Four-star receiver, four-star athlete. Carl Jenkins Jr. is a offensive weapon. Can do it all from the receiver position. A guy that can be just as effective as a vertical threat and on a slant, does all the work in between the hashes. One of the best releases you will see. And if he get a step on your DB, he's cooked. But you don't want to hear from me. You want to hear from the superstar himself out there in St. Augustine, Florida, one of the baddest playmakers in the 2025 class. How we doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. How about you, man?
I'm doing all right. No hurricanes for us this week. I know you say y'all good and safe down there. Thank
Good and
God
safe.
for everybody down there. The school good too. No damage to the school.
Nah, everything good, man. We blessed.
Hey, God bless, bro. God
Yeah.
bless. So now we know the comments gonna be like, hey, we got to get into it. So let's get into it. How's the season going so far, bro?
Man, it's going real good, man. I definitely say we blessed for sure, man, because everything that been going on with Florida, man, like it's been 2 hurricanes in like the past 2 months. So it's like, man, every game that we play has been like muddy and stuff like that. And we done have 2 games canceled already. We got like 1 pushed back. We were supposed to play tomorrow, but now we play Monday. And, you know, just everything has been like real rocky. But like, man, our offense, we have been handling it real good, man, pushing through adversity and stuff like that. So, man, the season been going good for the most part because I'd rather this than not playing. So it's been going good
100.
for sure.
Hey, I know everybody in that receiver room when it almost flooded and the game was gonna be muddy, everyone was like, look, we don't want to postpone games, but if you're gonna postpone one,
right.
How about, you know what I'm saying? How about the mud fest?
Right.
Like, why we got to get out here and rally? And I know the whole receiver, but I know y'all gonna do y'all job and block and make sure y'all get that dub.
Oh yeah.
So
Sure.
I gotta ask, last year, explosive season, 1,200 yards, 16 TDs, a human highlight reel. Was it different coming into this year knowing, all right, safety gonna be over the top now? They're going to shade coverage my way. They're going to roll coverage my way. They break their huddle now looking for you. How was it different approaching coming into this season knowing, all right, they're keying on me every down now?
Right, man. I try to really keep the same mentality from last year because, you know, last year it was just all dog mentality. And I had a couple games last year, like when a lot of teams, like they put a safety over top, they would double me and stuff like that. But now that it happens more this year, we got other ballers in the receiver room, like Trenton, number 1. Then we got Samori, number 4. So, like, if they're going to double me, then my other receivers going to ball. And I just keep the dog mentality. So, at some point, a time in the game, like, you know, I'm gonna get mine. So, it's like when that happens, man, I just try to keep the dog mentality. Is it a difference? Yeah, because obviously it ain't like, you know, like, but obviously, you know, we still keeping up with it, and we just still keeping that dog mentality and still making plays. And my OC, he do a real good job, and like, you know, trying to mix it all up so I can find ways to, you know, make plays, stuff like that. So it's all cool, man.
I like that too. I like he gonna move you around because he gonna come in on Friday like y'all got me messed up if y'all think y'all shutting down too. I'm not gonna put 2 where you want me to put them. So I like that he don't just say, well, you're just gonna be a decoy for the whole game. He gonna take that challenge with you and say, all right, they think that's all we're gonna do with you. We're gonna move you. We're gonna motion you. We're gonna get you. And then sometimes we just gonna say, all right, 2. Go beat them both. Like sometimes it's just, hey, I trust you over them. So I'm throwing the fade. Whether you,
sometimes that's what it got to be, man. Sometimes
I like that. There's that trust in there because you know, coach, man, they shaded my way, and he looking at you like, so I'm not. So
exactly.
Post your way. Like I like that y'all still got that confidence, and I love that. I like that shout out you gave. Like, oh, so y'all really think it's just me? If you're gonna double me, Brody gonna kill you on the other side. Like, bro's gonna kill you on the other side. Now you're gonna have to shade some, or now you're just gonna play too high, and we gonna kill. You're gonna have to shade the 1 because you're gonna play too high. We're gonna destroy you. So you're gonna. I like that you got that dog mindset too, where it's like, oh, don't forget it's 11 out here. Don't forget it's 11. I love that, especially coming from a receiver because receivers get that. oh, every receiver just want the football. Yeah, but we
Right.
want to win at the end of the day. Like
Exactly.
you also know
Exactly.
that, hey, the second he start doing them nasty, oh, now they got to give me one on one.
Exactly. Exactly.
They have to. So
Right.
we we see we talk about the success from last year, and then recruiting
Yeah.
had to be interesting for you because it looked like at one point through last year, as we going through this, so I'm going down the timeline the other day. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, so at one point it was like, bow. And then
Yeah.
you visit. How is it balancing that, bro? Because during all that, you still trying to play, you still got your workouts, you still got school, you got to be a boyfriend, a best friend, a son. How is it balancing all that with recruiting as well? Because they gonna want you to come see a game in person. You wanna get a feel for the campus. You got to try to fit all that in. How is it finding that balance?
It's low key not too hard because when you have the mindset of just keeping the main thing, then I feel like everything else is gonna take care of itself. For example, like if it's during the season or during we got summer workouts and stuff like that. Like if you just focus on keeping the main thing. Once you get that done, then it's like, okay, cool. Now I can go handle this. But then it's like if you got your mind just on them visits and everything else, then it's like you're not really focused and you're not really performing how you want to perform on the main thing. So it's like, man, I feel like I kind of
I love that.
maintained it really good and it wasn't too frustrating because I was really just keeping my head on the swivel and then just keeping the main thing the main thing. So, once I do that, man, the visits and stuff like that, man, it just kind of handled itself and it just all fall into place. So it wasn't too frustrating, man.
I love that. You want to know why I like that so much? Is because if you're not focused on what you got to do Monday through Thursday, the ball on Friday, and you
Right.
just thinking, man, I'm going to UCF next week. That's live. I'm
Right.
going to USF the week after that. Man, I'm going to go to Louisville after that. What's going to happen is you're going to start balling.
Exactly.
and then the phone going to start ringing. And then you're like,
Exactly.
man, I ain't been to Louisville in a minute. I ain't. So I like that you even have
Right.
that mature way of looking at it like, all right, the good things are coming as a result of the work I'm putting in. So
Right.
I can't stop the work. I
Right.
can't get too proud of the results I'm getting because the more work, obviously, this is going to take care of itself. The,
Right.
the film going to take care of itself. So
Exactly.
you consistently putting in the work and then saying, okay, well, when I have the time, I understand I can go take that visit. But man, I can't
Exactly.
take it. We got a big one this week. I need to lock
Exactly.
in. I like that you already have that mindset that it's like, it's a balance. All right, let me go next weekend because we need this dub. This the one where they beat us 2 years ago or something. Like we got to win this one, so you got to lock in. I like that you got that balance, so you don't get too I got this offer, that offer. Because if you look at the offer sheet, it could be easy to be like, all right, well, what I'm saying, I'm him.
Right.
So I
Right.
like that you still keep it grounded. And before we get into some of the other ones, I gotta ask this: you remember your very first offer, bro? Like the very first one you got?
I do, man. I do.
What
Remember
was
like
it?
it was yesterday, man. So I was just chilling in my room, man. And mind you, man, my story is crazy, man, because I went from hating football, man, to being forced to play football to now you can't even pay me to not play it no more, man. So it's like, man, sophomore year, man, I was like my first varsity year. So first game, I didn't really know what to expect. I'm scared and stuff, but I'm just going out there and just playing football, and I wasn't really too in love with it. I'm just playing it. So mind you, first game on varsity, I went out there, I put up 2 touchdowns, 100 receiving, on only like 3 catches. So then I'm like, whoa, like, and then I'm getting a lot of love and stuff like that because people not expecting that. So I'm like, whoa. So then that next Thursday, man, after the first game, I had got that call. I remember like it was yesterday. The coach texted me on Twitter, man, and then got on the phone with him. He let me know, man, and it was just mind blowing, man, because it's like, wow, it's so crazy how quick it happens, man.
I gotta ask this: when was it, or was there a moment or a play that made you go, oh, I'm starting to really love this? Now I can do this because I'm pretty sure either the first or second TD made you realize, hold up,
Right,
like I'm actually decent at this. But when did you feel like, oh, I'm starting to really love the grind of this?
right. I would mainly say my playoff game sophomore year when we lost. We had lost first round in the playoffs. Like obviously, like we were just talking about, like I had 2 touchdowns my first varsity game, and I had a lot of other big games besides that and stuff like that. But it kind of really hit me when I said I kind of like love it and love the grind of it is when we lost. sophomore year. Because it's like, man, just seeing the translation of how we lost and what we did, and then like seeing how we respond, and just taking the mentality like, bro, we just lost, but like, now we finna come back, we finna do this, we finna work hard and go for this. So that's when I kind of felt like, okay, cool. And then it's like, I play a lot of sports, so I play like football, basketball, track. But it's like it was basketball season a couple months after that happened, and it's like, dang, like I'm going to the field. Wow, like it's basketball season, stuff like that. So I'm like, man, like I love this now, bro. Like it's just a thing, bro. It's a habit now, and that's when it kind of hit me, bro. I remember texting my teammate Miles Simmons, that's in college now, and they all used to go to the gym and stuff like that after basketball season. I mean, after football season, because like I said, it was basketball season. So it's like we used to hop right into football season, the basketball season. But it's like on the weekends I would go to like the field and stuff like that. And I'm texting him, I'm like, bro, like I think I'm in love with this, bro. And he was like, ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. He was like, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. So that's when it kind of really hit me, man.
You want to know what's crazy about that?
What's
When you
crazy?
realize it was probably a game or two later, because you probably didn't
Yeah,
even realize when you did, it
right,
took something to happen for you to go, hold up. Like I really like they amped, I'm amped, like I'm amped in a way I didn't think I'd be hyped for this. You took a
right,
lot, and your first thought was, oh, this ain't happening again. And then it
right,
made you realize, oh shit, I think I love this. It
right,
probably really happened a game before that, and you didn't realize it. I bet your teammates
right,
did. I bet you got a
right.
homeboy that could tell you, nah, I noticed when you really started going hard. Like,
Right,
I bet your boy, because they seeing you do it off of, we gonna see the tape. I can
right,
tell you always been an athlete.
right,
So I would imagine early when you didn't have the fundamentals down, you could still, I'm faster than him. Like I can
right,
still, so I bet you got a homeboy, whether it's your quarterback, whether it's your best friend, they knew it before you did. They
right.
probably was talking to each other, hey, bro, locked in now. You noticed it after the L. They probably noticed it
Right,
2 weeks before that and was like, yeah, he
right.
locked in now.
That's
So we
real,
go
man.
from first offer sophomore year after your very first varsity game.
Right.
So when we talk about some of these offers and what they mean, y'all in the chat, that's why I'm gonna say these mean something. So let's start with Louisville. Let's start with a team. When you think offense, everyone in the chat just thought offense off the rip.
Right.
What's the relationship like with Louisville? First of all, one of the coldest visit pictures of all time on
Oh
this
yeah.
timeline. If
Oh
you
yeah.
have not seen it, you need to go
Oh,
look at it.
oh yeah.
They're known for explosive offense. They're in the ACC, where we're known for offense in that conference. What was it like getting that offer? What's that atmosphere like down there in Louisville?
Man, the atmosphere is crazy, man, because it's just so crazy how all the fans show you love and like just show you how bad they want you, man. The relationship I got with them and stuff like that is real good, man. The offense real explosive. One thing about them, man, they gonna tell you what it is. They're not gonna, just tell you stuff and not prove it. Like they're gonna show you the stats. They're gonna put on the film, stuff like that, man. It's a great atmosphere. Great offense coaches, my man, Coach McGee, my receiver coach, and then Coach Brown, the head coach, and stuff like that. Was just talking with them yesterday, man. So the whole atmosphere, man, everything is crazy, man. And then, like I said, from the relationships, man, everything's good with them, man. So, like I said, man, when I went on my OVs, man, and then like when I went on my visit in March, man, it was just crazy, man. I just love the city, like, and then I love the whole state, Kentucky, man. Everything is just, it's all crazy, man.
And you know what, with Brom, you got an offensive guy. How much do those conversations you enjoy when? Because I know when he talking to you, he not talking to you about, oh yeah, you would look good in the uniform. We throw the ball. He telling you, hey, look, we can split you out here. How much do you love that he's probably so passionate about your film and about your visit when you go up there?
I love it, man, because like I said, man, when you have a coach like Coach Braun that's showing you proven records and like what he did, like it's so crazy, like because like I said, he kind of broke it down. He kind of told me how he wanted to use me and stuff like that. So it's like coming from a head coach like him and what he did in the college football game and all this, man, it's just crazy, man, for sure, for sure.
Then we got to take it back to the state of Florida,
Oh
where
yeah,
if I don't mention this, my whole comment section is going to be insane.
oh yeah.
Number one offense in the country right now, led by Heisman favorite Cam Ward. What was it like the day you got that Miami offer as a Florida kid?
It was it was a dream come true for sure, man. Cause it's like as you grow up, man, you just watching all these teams play. You talk about Florida State, you talk about Florida, you talk about
Yep.
Miami, schools like that. You just watch them play. Then it's like when they come and see you at your school, or they call you, it's like wow. I remember watching them when they was a kid. So man, that was like a really dream come true, man. Like I remember like it was yesterday when I was talking to Coach Beard, the receiver coach, man. He had came by my school, and he just told me like, cause like he said, he got there like 2 years ago or so. So he told me like he couldn't believe I didn't have an offer from Miami yet. And he told me how good of a player I am and stuff like that, man. And
Yeah.
he was like, bro, I got an offer. So man, it was just all so crazy. And like I said, it was most definitely a dream come true for sure.
And you hear constantly, no matter what receiver you talk to, you hear about him being genuine and his
Right,
relationship with y'all is not really football. It's
right,
just life. Speak to what people say when they say when anybody asks you about Coach Kevin Beard, they say, oh, he's just real. So
right.
for those of us or those people in the chat that's like, well, what is it about him that he connects so well to receivers? If I had to ask you what was it, what do you think that is?
I think that he just want what's best for you. Like people say he's so genuine and he just so like he is because he don't care if you don't come to Miami, but he care like about you as a person. Like for example, he gonna tell you what it is, man. He gonna be real with you. He gonna give you game. Like for example, I'm a receiver, so he gonna help polish me. He gonna turn on the tape. He gonna tell me what I think I need to get better on. He gonna show me how I can come do it at Miami. He gonna show me how he can develop me into what I want to be and stuff like that. But man, he just not gonna tell you like, bro, come to Miami so I can come. Like, no, he just gonna tell you like, bro, like go somewhere where you can go and perform, get developed, and he's just gonna be straightforward with you, man, and just make sure that you get something out of him and just basically, man, be great. So he gonna make sure you're good, whether it's going to his school or not. So that's basically what I say.
It feels like he cares more about building relationships than recruiting.
Right,
For him, it seems like it's relationships. Like
right,
he be coaching up people that he's not coming to Miami, and Coach K be like, let me see your stance. Like he
right,
wants you to get he.
right,
I think that's just his love for the game and his love for coaching. He can't help but want to help, and he's a former receiver, so he
right.
can't help. And so he saw your tape, and as a former deep threat, he was like, wait, we don't. All right.
Got to, got to.
Hey, 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 I'm out here at St. Augustine. I need one of them official letters with the
got
letterhead on
to,
it.
got
But
to.
then we gonna keep going down. When we talk about offers and we talk about having a dream to play football, play anything at the next level, when you get SEC offers,
Oh,
it hit different.
oh boy.
When you get an SEC offer and then they continuously show you love, it hit different. So what's it like when you get not just the offer from state, but visit after visit? They come see you in your school. You're not gonna have a game without a good luck graphic from them. What's it like knowing that a school like that in a powerhouse conference that's known for some of the best football in the country looks at your film and says, gotta have them?
It's a blessing, man. Because growing up, my dad, he always told me like you a SEC receiver and stuff like that. And then and then like we had some recent playoff games last year and we made our state championship run and people was in my comments talking about like this kid definitely an SEC receiver and stuff like that. And I
It's the
always knew it,
speed.
but I didn't have an SEC offer yet. So like once I got it, man, it was just all crazy, man. And I kind of knew like that was kind of like my build because obviously with me being like 6'2" and then like 180 something, like and then obviously I'm a deep threat stuff like that. I feel like I fit the SEC. So then it's like once I start getting the offers, man, it just kind of clicked it and it kind of confirmed to myself like, yeah, it's on. It's on. But it's definitely a blessing. And it's a crazy feeling for sure. Because it's the top
What
conference.
what do you think sophomore you would have said if we could time travel right now and let's say 2 weeks before that first varsity game? If we could go up to you and say, bro, Syracuse, Miami, ain't a school in Florida that don't want you to play there. And that's gonna happen for you in a year and a half. What do you think freshman you would have said to that?
I would have probably looked at you crazy. Because, man, freshman year, man, I thought I was going to the NBA. I promise you,
So
man.
you'd have probably been like, in basketball, like Miami want me to come hoop.
Right, right, man. I would have looked at you crazy for sure, man. Because, like I said, man, I always wanted to go to the NBA. I always wanted to be a basketball player. So, man, it's like, if you would have told me that, I would have been like, yeah, for college
I'm hooping.
basketball, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'd have said Syracuse, you'd have been like, yeah, for sure, Syracuse. I'm finna go
Yep.
hoop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's
So I
that
was
atmosphere like up there, bro? Because they building something special up
special
there in
too. Oh yeah.
Syracuse, bro. What
Oh yeah.
what I know you got to get up there. What's it like up there, man? For people that hasn't got to see that change of culture they've had up there with that injection of energy. What's it like up there?
Man, it's a beautiful culture from the whole, New York experience, man, and then from the coaching staff experience mainly, man, because Coach Fran Brown, he's building something special down there. So once you get down to New York, obviously it's New York, like the most popular state in the country. So once you get down there, man, obviously it's gonna be a change, especially for our Florida guys, with it being sunny and like us growing up like this,
Oh, it's
like
different. Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
different.
So once you get to New York, man, it's like a change in the culture where it being cold and stuff like that. But then you're gonna see a lot of new stuff, man. Like you're gonna experience a lot of new stuff. You're gonna like experience a lot of big buildings and then just a lot of stuff you never saw, like in Florida for real, for real. But then when you talk about the whole Syracuse thing, like I said, Coach Fran Brown, and then my receiver coach, Coach Douglas, and then the recruiting coach, Coach Cap, stuff like that. Like they just kind of tell you what they doing down there, man. I remember them telling me like, yeah, man, we finna. I mean, I remember them telling me like, man, we finna build something special down here and stuff like that. They were just telling me how they gonna do it, and then it's like, boom, like the college football came back. Now you see they doing
And then
it,
they
so it's like it's just crazy, man. It's an amazing atmosphere down there in New York, man.
How dope was that for you? Probably about let's say after the first 2 or 3 games, Kyle McCord going crazy so far this year, and they done told you all this, so they
Right.
telling you like, "Yo, we got a quarterback now. We got a good recruiting class, energy different. Like we building something." And obviously, yeah, I want to see it. How was it actually getting to see week 1, week 2, week 3? Oh, Syracuse not playing. Like it's different up there now.
Right. It was an amazing experience, man. Cause like I said, man, them telling me that and then me seeing them do that, man, it makes me feel happy because it's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, so they stood on their word, but then it
yeah.
makes me feel proud for them, man. Cause like a lot of coaches can say it, but it ain't easy to do it. So the fact that they doing it, man, it's definitely an amazing experience, man. So I know them guys, they definitely taking that in, man.
My dad always say the whistle got to blow. You can say
It
whatever
got
you
to.
want. You can
Once
hype
that
that thing
blows,
up all you want,
it's
dog.
over. It's
But
over.
eventually, that whistle got to blow.
It
And
got
I
to.
know for you, there's a bunch of DBs that probably talk crazy coming
Got
into this
to.
year.
Oh
But
yeah.
eventually, that whistle had to blow.
Got to.
So as a hooper, I gotta ask now, how much does a lot of them skills translate from the court over to your style of play as a receiver?
Man, it translate big time. Cause it's like, bro, you were going to court, man. Like I'm a dunker in the basketball. So it's like, man, I love the dunk and stuff like that. And like obviously when you play defense, you gotta move your feet a lot. And you gotta move your feet when you block. And then like I said, I like to dunk. So when you dunk, you gotta jump full vertical, man, and then reach for it. So you gotta reach for the ball of football. So I would definitely say high point in the ball and dunking, that kind of click. And then moving my feet while playing defense and basketball and moving my feet while blocking, that click and stuff like that. So definitely that translated to the football field real easy.
I rewinded this for a reason.
Oh yeah.
You gonna do the whole squad like that?
Hey man, that game
You
was
gonna
crazy.
you gonna really juke the entire secondary? How much do you love these opportunities? Now we gonna see you get it every way which a receiver can, whether that's from a hitch to a poster. So you do a little bit of everything. But
Right.
how much do you love just getting the ball in your hands and just being a playmaker?
I love it, man, because my quarterback giving me a chance. So man, let me make myself look good while he giving me this chance, man. My OC always tells me when your quarterback throw that ball, that means he giving you a chance. So make the most out of that opportunity, man. So for
Hey,
sure,
that said an 80-yard touchdown for him.
80 yard.
You know how happy he was that
I
that
was too,
said an
man.
80-yard touchdown for him. He was
It was crazy.
he was like, he showed up to the group project, basically just wrote his name on the paper. He was like, because sometimes he got to squeeze it through a tight window. So sometimes he got to be the one to give the 90 to 10. And then sometimes it's all right. Now I got 10% effort on this and you do the rest of it. So
Right.
it's going to be a balance. But I love that you still, as an athlete, as a receiver that is a vertical threat, you still like, hey, go ahead and just throw me this jailbreak though real quick. Let me show him I'm still an athlete. I'm not just a deep threat.
Right.
And then the footwork. Did this come from hoop too? The way you foot fire, the way you can create that separation, That's
I
for someone that hasn't been playing receiver this long. Make this make sense to me.
I'll be real. It wasn't because of the hoops. It wasn't. Coming out of my sophomore season, like I told you, when I go to the field a lot and work on my craft a lot, the main thing that I will always do is ladder drills. So like in the ladder drills, you got so much different stuff that you can do, man. Like the in and out, the icky shuffle stuff. So like just so much stuff that you can do to work on your footwork. So like man, I did that so many times, and it's like you never get tired of the basics. That's what makes you great. So like I just did that so many times, and I still do it to this day, man. And that just makes everything so easy footwork wise. So it just got better over time doing that so much.
Safety came over the top way too late, bro. You're gonna have to
Quarterback
get
still
up
give
over
me a
there.
10. Got to.
Beautiful ball too.
Oh yeah.
Give a shout out to your court. Y'all have some amazing chemistry too.
Oh yeah.
Because even when you double, he knows. Okay, but if I put
You
this
know,
here, two got it and nobody else do.
literally.
That's hard work too. I know y'all put in that work. Go ahead and give a shout out to him as well.
Hey, shout out to Lock, man. I love you, man. Always giving me a chance, man. Let's do it. You know, it
Because
ain't
I
it.
know
He just
even when
writing the
you
story.
double, he put that thing up there.
Look
See,
at that
footwork
throw.
again.
Look
And
at that
then
throw, man.
he never gonna make you work too hard for it. I love y'all got a serious. Have y'all reached that point where y'all can change plays by looking at each other?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We do
Oh,
that.
that's not fair.
It's not. It's
That's
not,
not
man.
fair. So the defensive coordinator could do whatever he want and think he got something. So if he see, hey, he gonna give you one good look.
It's over.
And now we 60 yards down the field
It's
gone.
over. It's over. For sure.
So as someone it's fascinating to me that you didn't really start diving into the craft as a receiver till your sophomore year, and you're this crisp at running your routes, footwork this good. When did it start slowing down for you? When do you feel like there was a point in the game where there was nothing the defense could do because they were just moving a half step too slow?
Man, I would say week 3, playoff game number 3, versus Choctaw. Cause like they was trying a lot of different things. They'll press me, they'll play off and stuff like that. And I'm just working my craft, man. And I kind of realized like, man, like it's on, man. Like I don't think I can be stopped if I just keep doing what I'm doing. And like it just shows you, it just translates, man, from all the work that I put in, man. So I say that game for sure.
Let me tell you how much trust this quarterback got in you. He didn't see you were open first. He saw the pressure coming, knew you got pressed, and figured, okay, he probably got separation by now.
Right.
That trust he has in you, and I know you reward him too. That's
Always.
something special.
Always.
That when a quarterback knows, all right, if I got the pressure, if he over there, let me lay it out there. I know
Always.
he's gonna run under it. That's something absolutely special. But I know there's a competition in the receiver room too.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta ask, bro, what's it like in that receiver room when y'all know y'all about to torch a secondary? What's the trash talk like between y'all in that receiver room?
Man, we don't really trash talk each other, man. I mainly say we competing with each other. So like, some games I come out, I'll do my thing. Another game, Trent he'll come out do his thing. Then some more like so. It's always So like we'll just come out with like, oh no, I'm finna do my thing in this game. Nah, you finna deal like so. It's all a competition, and then it's not like it's like a like a hating type of competition. It's just like a all trying to see each other, kind of get better and then just work our way to get what we want to get kind of competition. So it's like we kind of playful with it. So we just always just want to see each other get better, man. So we just come out, we compete.
What was the turn up like after this one? I know them boys. What was the sideline like when you got back to the sideline after this one?
Hey, they was hyped, man, because I remember that like it was yesterday, man. I ain't really make no plays that whole game, man. And then my coach, he gave me a chance. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make the most out of the opportunities he gave to me. So I got it, man, and I had to crib it. So then when they came, I did that before too. Like in the film we played that. I did that before. So they kind of expected that to happen. And they was all hype and stuff. But I done did that before.
So here we go again. So we already see it in the film from last year that they're starting to make sure they got a safety over the top. But
Right.
like you said earlier, look at the ball placement. He gonna make sure, all right, I'm gonna put it where only he can get it.
Right.
It's not gonna be a pick. He know that for sure when I let this thing go. He gonna protect
Right.
me there.
Right.
How much do you enjoy that level of trust too, where your quarterback can look at, all right, they're gonna bracket him, but I know my guy. I don't know them two, but I know two, and I know I can put it up there. Speak to how important that is for young receivers watching this, watching your film, studying you. Speak to how important it is to have that trust and belief from your quarterback as well.
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Because I definitely say it's all because of the chemistry. Basically, man, just on and off the field, we just got a good relationship. So, like outside of practice and stuff like that, we'll go to the field with all the receivers. We'll work on the chemistry. We'll hang out outside of football. You know, we got classes together and stuff like that. So, man, the bond is just like this. So, like when the bond like this, man, and like all clicking, and then we go to the field a lot outside of this, man, that just only builds the chemistry. So, like when it's a big situation game, he can count on you because y'all chemistry is so tight and he can trust you. So I
Yep.
mainly say, man, it's because of the chemistry, man. Just try to build the best chemistry you can with your quarterback to the point where if y'all in a big game situation, he can trust you to get the ball to you, man. So I definitely say it's that chemistry, man. And it's a beautiful thing to have it with me a lot,
Cause
man.
he
Cause
know you.
right,
He know to
right,
look in your eyes. You don't
exactly,
need to say nothing when you get in that huddle. He gonna
exactly,
look and go, oh, I probably missed him. He was probably
right,
open last play. That
right,
that that them eyes look like he just cooked somebody and he a little upset. All right, let me dial that one up again. Or he know in a big time situation, oh, he locked in, locked in.
right.
Like you don't gotta say nothing because he know y'all know each other well enough. I keep reminding this because I gotta ask. You got a motor like a defensive end trying to get a sack, bro. Did somebody tell you like you was never gonna score again, and you was like, watch this, because the relentlessness is insane with the ball in your hands. It's
Man,
very running back. Did you play running back in Little League?
nah, I never played running
Where
back.
where does this come from? Because once the ball in your hand, you're very much like a running back.
Like I said, man, when my quarterback give you the ball, I gotta make a play, man. I can't take that for granted, because I can't get the ball every play. So, like my OC say, man, he said every day, as soon as your quarterback go like this, he giving you opportunity. So, man, I don't care if I gotta run across the whole football field, man. I'm just trying to make the most out of that opportunity. So that's what I had to do on that play, man.
So in the intro, the reason I said offensive weapon, your OC gonna make sure. Nah, to end this game plan somehow. This is what we were talking about earlier, whereas we gonna find a way to get the ball in your hands no matter what. Jet sweep, TD. How much you love when these get called?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Because usually, as a receiver, like I said, I got to run my route and catch the ball. But just sweet, you getting it handed off to you. And then it's like your quarterback did all the work. All he did was. So I got the ball in my hands. Now it's time to make a play. It's a beautiful feeling, man.
So what receivers do you like to study? Because we see a lot from you. So then we get to see this is the versatility I'm talking about, right? So we see the jet sweep, we see the athleticism. Watch how smooth this post is. Watch him stick that foot in the ground, and if he was running on water, it wouldn't have splashed. Watch how smooth that is. Who are some of the guys you like to watch, bro, and try to take from their game?
Julio Jones, kind of same build as me, man. And then, like I said, how he get double the line, got a safety over top a lot, man. And he kind of make the plays 80 times out of 100. I just study him, man. I just really see our game being similar. And I just study him before every game, watch him before every game, stuff like that, man. And, oh, yeah.
I can't break this. Go ahead. I can't break this down. You got to do this.
Hey,
What?
man, that play, I got a two-option play right now. I can run the dig or I can run the go ball. I see the safety looking at me before the play, and I'm looking at him, and I already know we on. So I'm not going to go on the dig. I'm going to go at him. So I just took him deep. My quarterback gave me a chance, like I said, that chemistry, and I had to make a play.
So they're not gonna throw that flag. That's fine. But this is again, like you said, that's that chemistry. He knew you was not running that dig.
Oh,
He
yeah.
he knew you looked at that safety.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, "Ain't no way, bro, running that dig."
It's on.
Then that mentality, that dog mentality, when the ball is in the air, if it's got to be me or you, and it's always gonna be me.
Right.
That is a fantastic catch. I don't think people understand how hard over the shoulder catches are
Exactly. Then that was the
while running
spring
full
game.
speed. Oh, the turn up was crazy after that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the turnout was amazing because that
It
was a
was
spring game. Then that was versus Mandarin. So we couldn't play like the whole game versus them. So we only could play like only one half versus them. So we had to make our plays versus them, boy.
that is an insane catch, dog. Now, I don't think people understand how hard of an effort that is, the body control you gotta have. And you really caught this with one hand.
Oh yeah.
That's what the camera don't really show. And if you watch him, he catches that with one hand.
Oh yeah.
And then another thing I love from you, all hands.
Oh yeah.
No body, no forearm, no, all hands.
Got to.
As someone who had to work at it, when do you feel like receiver just became, I could do this in my sleep? Obviously, that's not going to stop you putting in the work. But when do you feel like you started feeling like, oh, I'm natural to a lot of this now?
Sophomore year, because the plays I was making, knowing that I'm kind of new to it, I knew that came from just being natural. Like for example, my speed came from being natural. The high point and catches. I wouldn't say the route running. I had to work on that a little bit, but just the athleticism, like jumping up like that ball right there and stuff like that. So just like the playmaking came natural. So I'd say definitely sophomore year. Just seeing stuff that I didn't work on just happened natural.
You a menace.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you why you a menace. So for those of y'all that don't know, he playing this far off for a reason. And it's because of the deep threat, right? So you done probably hit him with a couple goes already, and everything off the line from you gonna look like a go anyway.
Right.
So he playing off for a reason. Bro hit him with the hezzy move, with the double move. You a menace, bro. And then you a menace, bro. And then he think he got a shot too, because the ball's thrown to the back shoulder. Beautiful adjustment on that. That's another one of them opportunities where you're not gonna take it lightly.
Exactly.
That's not fair, bro. That's not. This whole situation is not fair, bro. Because he doing everything the right way. He playing off to protect you from blowing by him. Exactly. Then you hit him with the hezzy move. Then, so how much sometimes do you pull out a lot of your basketball, some of them crossovers, some of them hezzies to run some of these routes?
Man, I do it when I do it. I try to do it every play, but man, I really do it when I have to, man. Like I sometimes, I try to make every play so much separation to the point where I don't have to make it 50-50 every time. I try to build so much separation to the point where I don't even want the defender by me. So like when the defender is by me, I gotta pull out that basketball, I gotta pull out the athleticism, and I just gotta go and make a play. My OC mentioned that every day. Everybody ain't blessed with the 6'2" height and then the big frame like me. So we got God gift ability, so we gotta make the most out of it, man.
Then we see you here. You getting hit here.
Oh yeah.
You know it. As a receiver, I'm gonna catch this and take this.
Oh yeah.
Still, and almost broke free. When you see a lot of guys with your size and build and your speed, you would assume, oh, he's just a speed guy. You don't mind doing the work over the middle of the field, though. You don't mind. You're gonna protect your quarterback. Instantly took a hit. Great ball placement again. You wasn't lying, bro. He gonna put that. Hey, he nasty. He gonna put that thing in a position to make sure you're not taking too bad of a hit either. Right. But then you absorb the hit, take the hit. You don't mind the physicality.
Right.
I love that about a receiver. Right. But here, in the red zone, is this your? If I had to ask you, I give you one play, you gonna score. Jet sweep, jailbreak screen, fade, or a goal line fade. Let's not say fade. Let's say a goal ball. Say a 60-yard goal ball or a 50-50 ball. What would be your favorite?
I would say a goal ball, because on the goal line, obviously the defender got a chance to make a play. But like I said, I don't even want the defender by me. Like I feel like I got so much athletic abilities to the point where I can make a defender not even be close to me. So I don't even want him close to me. So I stay on the go ball because I can use so much skills that I have and just create so much separation. And I just
let me translate that answer for y'all. Bro said, I need the go ball because they can't tell how bad I'm burning him at the in the red zone. It looked like he's still close to me in the red
Right.
zone,
I
and
don't
he's
even
not
know.
really close to me. So I need y'all to understand, and I can't do that without the space. I love that. So one of
Right.
my favorite questions to ask, bro, as someone who plays multiple sports too, so it's different for you than most recruits. I ask this question. You got when football done, you straight into basketball. After
Right.
that, you got track.
Right.
Body always sore. You
Right.
always working out. You always running. You always trying to get better. But then you got visits. You got homework. You got schoolwork. You got a whole life you got to live. People forget y'all are real human beings out here. You got to be a son. You got to just have a life. What is
Right.
it like on those hard days, bro? When your body is tired, is sore, you can't get out of bed. What's that why that keeps you moving?
I really say my younger self, man, because I never wanted to let him down, man. I remember me being in elementary school, just always wanted to be great. I watched the Julio Jones, the Stephen Curry, and I just always wanted to be great. I didn't know which sport because at that time, when I was younger, elementary school, I always played, basketball and football. I just always wanted to be great, So I would say just that younger self, when I'm tired and then when I don't want to do something or stuff like that, I just say like, man, this is what I always wanted. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. It's gonna be a lot of adversity that come with it. So it's people out here that's injured, people out here that wish they get another opportunity to go chase their dreams. But I got the opportunity and I can't let my younger self down. So I mainly say, man, that just really keeps myself going and kind of tell myself like, bro, let's do it. We ain't come this far to come this far.
That mentality, bro. That's not even born from sports.
Yeah.
That that dog mentality, but also the very mature mentality, the way you approach not just ball, recruiting, life in general. Where does that come from? That ability to separate yourself and just look at the work as the work, to hold yourself accountable, even when you said I didn't know what sport it was going to be, but I knew I wanted to be great, so I knew I had to put in the work. Where does that mindset and that way of thinking come from?
That come from my dad and that come from my OC, man. They taught me a lot in my lifetime, man. They taught me a lot. My dad, he been there my whole life, man. Then my OC, man, when he came into my life, as soon as I stepped into high school, man, they taught me a lot from maturing as a young man to like a grown man to a football standpoint to just a life standpoint. They taught me a lot. My dad, he taught me how to go out there and get it and to keep going through all that adversity and stuff like that, raising me into the man I am. He kept me on the right headline, man, and just gave me the right mentality. And then we talk about my OC, man. My OC, he got the experience, man. What I want in life, the NFL, college football, D1, what I want, he didn't got. So, man, just developing me into the receiver that I am now today, giving me all the guidelines, seeing in the game when I need something to work on or I'm frustrated. Like he just there. He gave me so much knowledge, and he is just one of the key reasons to the point where I am who I am. And if it wasn't for him, man, I wouldn't be the guy that I am today.
Love that.
So them two guys right there, I can't just say anything about myself without mentioning them two people right there. So, man, it's definitely
Dog,
a
I
big.
love that.
Oh yeah,
You want to know why I love that too? Through
why
this
that?
interview, there's several times where you light up. When we started talking about your first offer, face lit up. When we started watching the film, face lit up. When I asked you that question and you said your dad and your OC, face lit up. That was a minute of genuine. I'm glad you asked me that question. Answer
Got to
that because you can't forget about those things, right? Those are the ones that hold you really accountable.
right,
Those are the ones that say, yeah, it was 6 for 194, but it should have been 7 for 210.
right.
And you like, wait, where was the 7? You like, all right, I'll show you. Like, I got you. I got you. But and I know they love on you too. I know they
Right,
love on you when it's all right, it was only 3 for 110, but dog, you gave 159% tonight. I know they
right.
love on you, but they also hard on you too. And I love that you said it's not about you. And you know how I know it's not about you? I've asked you several selfish questions today, like several. And you went back to my teammates, my quarterback, my receivers, listed the whole receiver room. Every time I tried to ask you a personal question, you went to team and you went to your homeboys.
Right,
I say it all the time on here, dog. I don't care if you're in the SEC, ACC, Big 12, I don't care who you are, you can't build a championship team without championship culture. That starts with championship young men. You can't, you don't win championships without young men like this in your locker room. You win them with guys that say, oh, if I get double, I asked, so how is it getting double? You didn't say I still cook them. You were like, I get double. Everybody eating. I'm double, so everybody eating. Every time I tried to ask you a personal question, it went either team, family, or one of your homeboys.
Right.
That's how you win championships at the next level. That's how you win championships in the NFL. Guys who hold themselves accountable. Bro was leaving basketball practice and going to run routes. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
And then had to go home and do homework because I guarantee you, honor roll student. So that mentality, you could say tomorrow, ACB, I quit this football thing. I'm playing ping pong. I'm buying the ping pong jersey because you're going pro.
Right.
Like, it don't matter what you do. With the way you look at it, you're going to go pro no matter what it is. I don't care if you say I want to teach kids how to do backflips the rest of my life.
Right.
I bet you're going to be one of the coolest backflip teachers out there.
Got to.
Because the way you approach it, the second you realize, I kind of mess with this football thing, you went head first.
Had to.
You even said that I knew the dudes that were working hard. So I started working hard with them.
Yep.
You held yourself accountable and said, I wasn't taking this serious enough. But I know the dudes that do. And I'm going to be here 10 minutes before they get here every day now.
Exactly.
I'm going to be here 5 minutes after they leave now. I'm going to watch what the older dudes do. You want me to tell you what that does? Right now at St. Augustine, there's a freshman, there's a sophomore. And he looking like, hey, so when Jenkins leave, I'm getting that too.
Yep.
Because I want to be just like him.
Exactly.
They look everything you do. So now they don't even know that you turned yourself into the beast that we see before you. They just know they're supposed to work out.
Right.
Because Jenkins does it.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to run an extra rep because Jenkins does it. I'm not supposed to show up my quarterback if I only caught 2 balls because he don't never do it. Exactly. So that mentality, that level of greatness, St. Augustine is going to have that even after you're gone because that culture is passed down. That freshman right now who wearing 12 really want 2. He's just waiting for you to leave. He going to be in your locker asking for your gloves. They're going to ask for your back flap. It's coming.
It's coming.
That to be able to be a selfless player like that and a leader, dog, they're going to get the fruits of that for years to come. And I guarantee you that was the culture before you inherited it. And you've done a fantastic job of continuing that culture. And I guarantee you, he probably watching this when this dropped tomorrow. He probably watching this going, oh, he talking about me. I'm the one that's running an extra route because I want to be like him.
Yeah.
I'm the one that knows I got to study hard and do my work because I want a Louisville offer. And if Jenkins got a Louisville offer, I got to do it the way he did it. Exactly. They can't fall short. And when you leave, when you in college next year, balling, somebody gonna slack on a route. And you know what they gonna say? Hey, our star receiver never did that. Never. He had power 4 offers and he never slacked. So you can't. So that level of greatness, that's why I said that builds championship culture, bro. And you know what? After you build that culture, rings come, offers come. Another thing happens with that. Coaches go to see you. You done got somebody else to offer. Because Louisville at the crib, and now they like, oh, that left guard, cold.
Exactly.
So by you holding yourself accountable, by you working hard, we talked about it earlier, you get the result, and people think it's just a result. And what's the first thing you said? The offer just made me go harder. The offer made me go, oh, I can't rest on that. Because if I keep doing the work, I'm not getting those. So you working hard, you grinding hard, and you think it's you think it's your tunnel vision. But that other receiver got an offer now. That tight end's getting his college paid for. When somebody may have not have known who he was before they came to see Carl. Now they came to see you, and they mistakenly saw your safety. Exactly. And now he got an offer. Now he getting his school paid for. And let's say he don't go to the league, right? But now he got an $80,000 job because he graduated from a really good school.
Exactly.
And he got connected. And all that is because one day 2 decided I'm gonna stay after.
Right.
And you never stop that effort. Bro, I don't care what it is you do, you're gonna be successful. Yeah, and we here for it. So when this season is over, when you get this tape, we coming back on here.
Oh yeah.
So we can watch that tape. So do you have a goal? I know it's doubled and tripled out there this year.
Yeah.
Do you have a goal this year though for your personal numbers?
Man, I want to reach over 1,000 receiving yards again. Obviously, I want to get over 60 catches again. I'm trying to reach for over 80. Um, that's really it when you talk about numbers, because I done already did that 1,000 yards. I only got over 60 catches again. So man, I'm just trying to do that again. And I'm mainly just trying to win that state championship. That's the main thing.
Win. So we're gonna say win. Ain't no if. We're gonna speak that positivity out there. So when you have 80 catches and 1,000 yards and you come on here with that ring,
Yeah,
we're gonna sit here and for the first couple minutes, we're
do
just
it.
gonna chill.
Got to.
We just gonna be like,
Got to.
Coach, that positivity. Look, I wish you and the whole squad nothing but success anytime them games are streamed. Send me that link. I'm gonna tweet that out. We all gonna pull up to show you support. Let them know where they can follow you though, because they after they watch this film, whoever don't know you gonna ask me. So go ahead and tell them now where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter.
Hey man, my Twitter and my Instagram, man, the Carl Jenkins Jr. TheCarlJenkinsJr. So man, go show me some love with that, man.
Go follow, bro. I'm putting both of those down there in the description. All you got to do is click it. You're going to go straight to his page. I'm also putting his huddle link. The reason I say that is they'll break him down game by game and his hoop highlights on there too. So I know some of y'all going to be in the comments. They're going to be like, man, I want to see him dunk. Look, I promise y'all when we bring him back at the end of the season, we're going to get into some of the hoop highlights too.
Bro, let's do it.
Thank you so much for coming on. I wish you nothing but good health and success this year. 80 catches, 1,000 yards. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, man.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, go follow bro right now. Do not wait until y'all see me post his highlights. You say, what's his Twitter, though? Go follow him right now.
Hey, y'all subscribe to my man, too, man. Subscribe to him, man.
Trust me, this not a recruit you're going to want to miss out on. Mario, let's bring this home. Let's bring this home, Mario. All right, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. We out. Hey, bring this home. We out.